Ranveer that now that he's here?
Before I say to Ranveer, I just want to tell the audience here that we are all very lucky because this campaign, you are the only people who have seen it. It's actually been introduced now. So, and I just want to say to you, when I first saw it, I saw the 20-minute version. By the end of it, I was...
Yeah, same with me. I hate crying on camera. I don't like it. I'm a very traditional, macho, desi guy, and I don't like to show my emotions in public. This is my disposition that I'm highly emotional and, you know, I'm feeling things and expressing them all the time, but I don't like crying and all in public, yaar.
Actually, I could identify with
it. ये सब तेरी गलती है. पकड़ूंगा मैं तुझे event के बाद देख ले तू. Really, every time I see it, it has the same effect on me, you know, and really,
but I'm sure many of us who were watching the film, I think you'll be able to identify with it and relate with it. At least I was able to. I mean, I remember my time when I left home, I had just 600 rupees in my pocket. That was a long, long time ago. But a lot of times when you go back and think, you really say, yes, we've come a long way. Of course, it's never been easy. It's not easy. But like you said, you fail, you try, you keep at it, you believe in yourself that you'll do it one day. So
and that's what Carrera is about.
And that's what Carrera is all about, being bold, being authentic, being different, and having the courage and belief in yourself.
Can we have an applause, please? Any words of encouragement, Ranveer? There are a lot of people out here who obviously look up to you. You're the youth icon. And anything that you'd like to tell them that, because every day, as I was telling people before you came in, that we need motivation every day. What is it, the one thing, we've all seen your story. I had goosebumps, and of course, it's very motivating and moving. But what is that one thing that everyone can apply to their lives, no matter what profession or what they're doing? The one word of wisdom that you'd like to give to everybody out here?
I would say, don't be fearful, you know. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, I would say pursue it. Pursue it with all your might, all your heart, because you have this one life, you know, and you've got to make the best of it. Don't fear failure. It'll happen along the way, but if you're dogged enough, if you persevere enough, if you're persistent enough, you'll break through, and you will do it. Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure, and pursue what it is that you're truly passionate about. If it's in your heart, if it's coming out of your heart, it's right. And don't think that anything is out of your reach. Don't think that anything is too far-fetched or impossible for you to achieve. Man, if I can do it, my chances were 1,000,000 to 1, and I managed it. I just did it till it happened. Of course, I got lucky, but I made my own luck. I put myself in a position where I might be able to get lucky. And I really hope that you can draw from my story. This was the most, for me, you know, to be a Hindi film hero was the dream, but it seemed very much out of my reach until I had an epiphany in life, a realization that I can accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. So, however daunting the odds may seem, I'm going to be brave about it. I'm going to muster up the courage and do what my heart says and hope that it works out for me. So yeah, if there are any young people out there listening to what I'm saying right now, follow your heart, pursue your passion, and don't be afraid. Anything is possible.
I can assure you there are a lot of people listening here today. What a fantastic answer. All right, so we have a couple of questions from the media.
Okay.
Am I allowed to shoot them away?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. The first question, you've somewhat answered, I mean, you actually answered it, is similarity between you and Carrera's Drive Your Story.
You know what? Why don't you guys answer this? Why me? That's pretty much the long and short of the question. What makes me a good choice to be the brand ambassador of Carrera?
Well, Carrera has been built for you and the campaign for you. So you are Carrera, and Carrera is Ranveer for us.
You are the perfect choice, baby. How? Whatever Carrera stands for, that's you. Bold. You think different. You want to be different. You follow your heart. You follow your dreams. You're passionate. You're energetic. You're
Brave.
sincere.
Free
That's what
spirit.
Carrera is all about.
Unconventional.
I think everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
And last but not the least, you're super authentic.
Hi, उच्च विचार, उच्च विचार. Thank
इससे
you.
ज़्यादा मैं नहीं बोल सकती, okay?
मैं चेक भिजवा दूंगा आपके घर पे. I'm kidding. ये भिजवाएंगे चेक मेरे घर पे. अच्छा सुनो, she's right though. That's what Carrera stands for, and that's why it feels so organic. You know, my association and partnership with Carrera is because I believe in everything that the brand stands for. In life, things are never easy, but you gotta break and make your own path. You have to seize the opportunities, make the most of what you have. If there are odds, you gotta fight against it. Be brave, be bold, and don't be afraid. Go out there, pursue what you love, pursue your passion, and live life to the fullest. That's what Carrera is about.
That's true.
And you're the perfect Carrera man. How do you see yourself being?
Us, I look really sexy in a pair of shades. What do you think?
Yeah, you do.
Not sexier than Mr. Nehru Jacket over here. Check him out. Huh? Why are you stealing my thunder, man?
So yeah, so the next question, Ranveer, is how do you feel being a part of this campaign? I know you've answered this, but particularly, how do you feel being part of this campaign?
I really genuinely think it's one of the best things I've ever featured in. Denzel, this is absolute. Denzel, please stand up, show everybody who you are. Please take a bow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the director. Extremely, extremely talented man who gave me something that was truly memorable and that I did not expect. I didn't see it coming, but you made me cry, man. So really, hats off to all your efforts. I'm very, very thankful to Carrera and to Denzel for making me a part of this, because this is something I'll have for a lifetime, you know. That shoot was very, very special. And now it's going to be out there for everybody to see. Denzel, you delivered your baby. So yes, thank you to everyone who made this campaign possible. I'm very, 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 very proud of it.
All right, next question. What are your favorite pair of Carrera sunglasses?
Well, right now I'm kind of tripping on the Tank Hinge collection.
Okay.
You must perhaps have noticed from my most recent public appearances. They're very flexible, very sturdy. I'm usually living a very active lifestyle during the day, and they really go with the active. This motorsport inspired, of course, but if you're dressed up in athleisure or athletic wear, it'll really help. And there are outstanding set of frames. I mean, and what I mean by that is if you're wearing them, you are going to stand out.
Yes.
They are stunner shades in the truest sense. You can't be missed if you're rocking a pair of Tank Hinges. So currently, I'm tripping on that whole range. The white ones, the blue ones, solid stuff. And you can wear them after the sun goes down. Top notch, guys. Superb.
I hope you've taken fashion notes, so that just came directly from Ranveer Singh. Moving on to we'll have 2 more questions left. Tell us about your look today.
Well, biker inspired. Just like Carrera. Carrera's very, you know, it's intrinsically attached to high energy, high adrenaline, high octane stuff. You know, motorsport, racing is in the DNA of the brand. You know, I'm a bit of a speed demon myself. I try and do it discreetly so my mom doesn't find out. But best believe I like to go fast on motorcycles. I really hope that my mom doesn't see any of this, because then she's going to know that I've been doing it behind her back. I've been riding motorcycles ever since I was in my early teens. And yeah, I was forbidden from doing so at one point by my mom, who's very concerned about my health and safety because I like to go fast. And she doesn't trust me enough to ride safely. So nowadays I do it under a helmet, very, very discreetly, but it's something that gives me a sense of liberty, freedom, adrenaline, a rush. And yeah, I love motorsport, and that's why Carrera is a perfect fit.
Awesome. And down to the last question, one thing you want to tell about your upcoming movie?
One thing that I want to tell you about my upcoming movies, well, I'm starting Simba very soon. I just completed Gully Boy, and I have 1983 to follow. Gully Boy is a very, very special story, one that I'm very closely attached to. It's about, it's set against the backdrop of this flourishing Desi hip-hop scene coming out of Bombay. It is a story that is very, very Mumbai city. So that being my hometown, born and raised, you know, these are my people, this is my language. This is a story that I'm really, really attached to. It's an underdog story about a kid who broke through from great adversity in life to make it as a recording artist. Simba, of course, my first collaboration with Rohit Shetty, which I know people are very excited about, me more than anyone, you know, to be diving into the masala genre with the king of the genre is an incredible opportunity that I'm extremely excited to be commencing principal shooting in about a month's time. I'm starting prep for the film tomorrow, hopefully wearing aviator Carreras throughout the film. So yeah, tomorrow I start the physical work. Mr. Rohit Shetty is very keen that I have big muscles in the film. जब तू वर्दी पहनेगा ना तो वर्दी फटनी चाहिए ऐसे लगा so and he wants me to wear a pair of, you know, aviators, and we are actually already in talks with Carrera for the same. Of course 1983, which is you know, the story of the 1983 World Cup, a significant event in our history, bursting full of national pride, and a very interesting story, you know. When Mr. Kabir Khan first came to me with the film, he said, we're making the film on 1983. I said, finally somebody's making that film. But when he told me the story, I realized what an insane underdog story it is. A bunch of ragtag underdogs that nobody believed in, that went on to, you know, fight against the odds, be brave, and had the ultimate triumph, you know. So a story that's extremely significant in our history as a nation, and most definitely one that shaped sports and cricket into what it is today, something that I'm very proud to be a part of. So I'm very excited about my upcoming slate, and I really hope that you enjoy all of those films.
Thank you. Once again, can we have a big round of applause? That does bring us to the end of the show. Thank you, Mr. Kofinas. Thank you, Ms. Gupta. And of course, Ranveer saying thank you so much for taking out time. You, as I said,
to ask him a question.
yes, of course,
What?
please, ma'am, if you'd like to ask, please go ahead. No, that's why in the beginning I had said, but please go ahead, all yours.
Okay,
if you like
my
any
question
question
to you is, in this film, you, I can call it a film, you were very candid, I mean, extremely. Have you ever been so open and transparent and candid before? If not, then how come now?
I think it has to do a lot with this man over here who just kept egging me on, and he kept, the thing is these stories are something that come from a very deep ember in your heart. And if the person who's listening is a good listener, he was behind the camera really invested in my story, really listening to what I had to say. And as the story kept unraveling, I kept going deeper and deeper and pulling out more memories and insights. And before you know it, I got caught up in the emotion myself. And it's only when the Ready film came to me to see, did I realize, one, that it's a great film, but two, that my own story is pretty unique. You know, my journey is quite something. It's straight out of a movie script. I just finished collaborating with Zoya Akhtar. She made a film called Luck by Chance. You know, that was her first film. It's like the story of my life. Guy out of nowhere, you know, hustling hard, trying to make it, trying to break through as a movie star, and boom, one insane stroke of luck put himself in a position where something might happen for him. He did, and yeah, the next thing you know, cut to I am where I always wanted to be. It's an incredible story and captured in the most amazing way. Again, can't help myself but say thank you for featuring me in something like this. Really amazing stuff, guys.
Thank you.
Any final questions that we have or any final words that you'd like to say? All right, ladies and gentlemen, for one last time, can we have a big round of applause for our perfect Carrera man, Ranveer Singh.